is that South Africa should not be used as a template for the rest of Africa. Because in South Africa, they speak 11 languages. There are 1,500 languages spoken in Africa. 520 of those are spoken in Nigeria alone. We have the highest ethno-linguistic density of any country in the world. There is no country in the world that speaks as many languages as Nigeria. In Nasarawa State alone, they speak over 24 languages. That's more than all the languages spoken in South Africa, right? So actually, Nigeria is, from a statistical point of view, the country that should be a template for the rest of Africa. From a marketing point of view, from a business point of view. And I say when I get the opportunity to talk to international clients, I tell them, if you can crack Nigeria, you will crack Africa. If you crack the rest of Africa and you don't crack Nigeria, you have not cracked Africa. Nigeria is actually Africa. Quite literally, in a very literal, it's just that Nigerians have national low self-esteem. That's just the problem. We think everything is lesser than us. We think that someone that speaks with an accent like mine is not very educated. Abi? So all of you, everybody's trying to have foreign accents, whatever. But the Chinese are buying the world with Chinese accents. Isn't that so? They even refuse to speak English to insult the West that we have more money than you. We have to say something else. You understand? Abi? Look at the Middle East. They speak Arabic. They speak their own language. In China, in Middle East, they've almost eradicated illiteracy. You know why? It's very simple. The key to removing illiteracy in Nigeria is very simple. It's what the Chinese did. They translated all the textbook to Chinese. Right? I don't have to learn physics in English. The reason we are struggling with literacy in Nigeria and in most African countries is that we say you have to learn English first before you learn everything else. Abi? You are here now, you are startup founders, you've gone to startup school, you are doing profit and loss, and and you have very complex names for these things like growth marketing. As if there's a marketing that is not meant to grow anything. So when I see growth marketing, I'm like, okay, is there a marketer that is not a growth marketer in the business so we can meet him? So you complicate things for yourself. But if you go out and go to around Deeper Life there, the woman that is selling barley or corn, that woman understands business. If you ask her, how many does she need to sell to make gain? Don't use profit. She can tell you while she's there how many corn she needs to sell so that she can have enough capital to buy more corn and still have gain, not profit, gain. What she's articulating for you is her business model and her P&L. But she has been told that she's not as intelligent as you. But actually, she knows more about business than you. You should sit with her. She has been making gain, not profit. She has been making gain for 20 years and has trained 2 children from gain. You are using faith to raise your house rent while you are a startup founder. She knows more than you. She knows a lot more than you. Oh, okay, sorry. It's not you I'm talking to you. It just happened. Have you seen all those mamas in Balogun Market? Have you seen all those mamas in Balogun Market? When it is summer or Christmas, go back to their shop. You see their daughters selling cloth with British accent. It is from there that they sent the girl to University of Reading. Abi? And you will look at that woman. You should call that woman to come and talk to you about how to run a business. They know. The issue is that you have been told you have to speak English first. Then after you learn English, you will now learn finance and business, whatever. You don't need to learn English for anything. The first time I traveled to the UK and I saw an illiterate British person, I could not believe it. I had culture shock. I said, you mean it? So there are white people that don't have sense. My goodness. I felt very proud. My shoulders just stood up. You good go. They don't appreciate you in Lagos. Come here. I was shocked. There are actually English-speaking people who are illiterate. There are people who have never read as many books as you have read in this world. In fact, there are plenty. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Okay. So we have that. So